What is the Professional Certificate in Football Finance and how can you find out more about it? The Professional Certificate in Football Finance is a short course brought to you in collaboration with Loughborough University. Upon leaving the football industry as a senior finance professional at City Football Group, I decided to create the course and team up with the best sports university in the world to create something unique. Looking back at when I stated that I wanted to work in the football industry as a finance professional, there was nothing out there that I could say would help me along the way. So what I've done as the former financial controller of City Football Group is distill that experience into a course that allows you to both learn finance through the medium of football and understand the aspects of the financial controller role in the football industry. So let's go into it in a little bit more detail so that you can understand exactly what's in the course. We kick off the course with a basic understanding of accounting. The majority of finance principles are going to be underpinned by knowledge of basic accounting. And everyone needs to start somewhere. So in Module 1, we look at debits and credits in the context of a football club. Every example that we give in the course will be a football example. We look at the double entry system of debits and credits, the concepts of profits and losses, the accruals concept, and other basic accounting principles, all in that football wrapper. The course is designed to be progressive. So in Module 2, we move on to the overview of football finance, where we discuss how clubs generate revenue, the cost base of football clubs, and introduce the concept of player trading, before moving on to Module 3, where we look to understand financial statements. Primary financial statements being the profit and loss account, the balance sheet, and the cash flow, with the supporting notes behind them. Once again, looking at this from a football perspective, where you can find the relevant information and how to interpret it. So whether you're looking to forge a career in the industry or whether you're looking to use football as a way to understand finance, this is the course for you. As we've progressed through those first modules, we start to get into the detail of the course. Module 4 looks at management information. What you see as a fan or as a stakeholder of the football industry provided in financial statements isn't necessarily the way that financial information is viewed by management. Management information can look and feel very different to that of an external perspective. So we go into the concepts of budgeting and managing and operating a football club from management's perspective. Moving on, in Module 5, we go through the life cycle of a player, from purchase to renegotiation of a contract, all the way through to a potential sale. It might sound straightforward to you, but there are various complexities within that process. And we introduce all of those in Module 5. In Module 6, we start to look at revenue recognition in more depth. We look at the different ways that revenue is generated by a football club in the context of an international business. Again, we teach the concepts of finance through football. We introduce the various mechanisms in place that will impact the revenue recognition of a football club, but we also allow you to transition that knowledge out of the industry if needed. Moving on to Module 7, we look at risk management, a key part of a finance professional's role. We look at financial and non-financial risks and how they can be managed, from managing interest rate risk or potentially managing cash flows, liquidity risk, and even foreign exchange risk. Football is becoming more and more of an international business. And at the highest level, there are multiple risks that you need to be aware of that need to be managed. In Module 8, we look at internal controls and governance. Not everybody's cup of tea, but these are becoming increasingly more important in the world of football. With the threat of an independent regulator, football clubs need to become well-run entities. The leagues and the governing bodies have the responsibility to ensure that the rules and structures that are put in place are adhered to. We take a look at what the club can do internally to ensure success off the pitch. Having looked at the internal controls in Module 8, we then review the audit process in Module 9. Most football clubs will be subject to a statutory audit, and we explain the statutory audit process through the lens of a football club. Module 10 looks at the differences between debt and equity, a hotly debated topic in the world of football. How should your club be financed? What are the differences between the two? And do you have a view? The holy grail for most clubs is for a rich benefactor to fund the activities of the club through equity. But how sustainable is this? What if that benefactor walks away? We look at the differences between debt and equity and challenge that need for equity injections on a continual basis. As we move towards the end of the course, we look at taxation in football, a topic that some don't understand, but it's critical to the finance professional to be able to at least have a basic understanding of this particular topic. There are specialists that exist in this area for a reason, but we've been there. We understand the pressures that you will be put under, and you have to know about tax. It's as simple as that. We round off the course in Module 12 looking at UEFA Financial Fair Play. This is an ever-evolving landscape, but we explain the principles and how they've evolved over time. Since 2010, the rules have been in place and they are evolving continuously. We've seen overdue payables, we've seen club monitoring, we've even gone through COVID. How is a club expected to keep up with these rules? What are the rules? How should they be interpreted? We go in depth towards the end of this course. The course is brought to you under an umbrella of International Financial Reporting Standards, the international benchmark of accounting. So whether you're looking to learn from the context of the Premier League or UK company law, I hope to see you inside the course. Tag someone in the video if you think they'll find it useful. My name's Neil Wood and I'm a football finance professional.